Hello.
All right.
Well, times flies, right? I
Yeah.
remember like 10 months ago, December or November, when I went to one of your training and to talk about Sydney. And now we are almost there. We are just 2 weeks to go. So applause for a big applause for you.
Yay!
So we wanna say thank you first from Destiny team, Cindy, Victor, and me for give us the opportunity to be your um, tour leaders and be part of this experience in Sydney. That we know you're gonna enjoy it a lot. So now we're gonna talk about the final preparation, final details for our trip. We're gonna talk about documentation and entry. We have an agenda. We send agenda to you. Also, Cindy give some paper with the agenda and the itinerary that we're gonna talk today. We're gonna talk about the documentation, entry requirements. We're gonna we wanna have some time speaking about the trip itinerary, or what all activities that we have. We're gonna do some race day recommendations, and Kathy, she's gonna help all, because she ran last year, so she's gonna talk about some tips, and then we will have some questions at the end. So let's see, documentation, important passport,
Ooh. Check
passport.
the date that is not expired.
Check the date. You have to check the passport. Visa. All of you need a ITA to get to Sydney and to get to New Zealand, and you should have it. I hope all of you have your ITA ready. That will be important. And local currency, they have the Australian dollar. It's around 0.65, point 0.7 of the dollar. But there, you can use your credit card. If you want to exchange money, you can do it. You won't need it, but if you want to change it, you can do it in the airport, or you can use your debit card and you can take cash from the cashier. And that for me is the easy way to get cash and the cheapest way and fastest way to get cash if you need it, right?
Do you recommend that we have cash with us?
Not really,
Okay.
not really. Well, last year I didn't change any cash. I were with my credit card,
Everything with the card?
with a card,
Okay.
everything with a card, so I didn't have to change any money.
Yeah, just make sure with your personal credit card that your company doesn't charge foreign transaction fees.
Right.
And when you charge it in the other country, charge your stuff in their dollars,
Yeah,
not in US dollars.
that's important.
Because if they charge in US dollars, they're gonna charge you
Yeah,
for it.
yeah.
So your credit card, double check that it has no foreign transaction fees, and always charge your stuff in Australian or New Zealand dollars.
Yeah.
Victor, because if you're doing everything with tours, it may not be an issue. The one thing we needed cash for was like when we did individual tours for tips.
Okay.
That kind of thing.
Yeah, well, you don't need, here we are in charge of all the tours, so you won't need cash. So,
Can I say something now?
yeah, sure.
I mean, I don't know, I've never been there, but like if the little shops or whatever, I always feel that having a little cash is handy. And I also heard somebody said that if you change it at your bank, then you don't have to pay the additional fees. So if anybody, I mean, like, I'm planning on bringing a little bit of cash just in case.
Yeah, just in case. There's, if you go to, I don't know, to do shopping and you want to,
Right.
you can do it. But if you don't have cash, it's no problem. You can pay everything with your credit card. So it's the easier and cheapest, and the cheapest.
Great. Thank you.
All right, so that's about the requirements, and then the itinerary. We have a busy itinerary there. Yeah, a busy itinerary. Let's start with the flights. There are a couple that is flying by their own, and there are 35 of our group, of fit group, that is flying together, departing on Tuesday, 26th, from Fort Lauderdale. We will fly with American to Dallas at 5:20. Yeah. Yeah, at 5:20, we'll be departing from Fort Lauderdale. So we recommend to be 3 hours before. So it should be in the airport at 2:20. Just in case, yeah, so it's better to wait there than to be running. Yeah, so 2:20 is a good time to be arriving to the airport. Victor Jr., he will be flying with the group. He will be with the group. I'll be there because I'll fly on Sunday. So I'll be on Thursday and Tuesday. I'll be in Sydney, trying to taking care of everything. Be sure that the rooming list and everything has their rooms, and be sure that we have all our buses. So I like to be there always before that group arrive or our customers arrive, because our group will be not only fit. We have 50. The group of 50 is 50, but our total group is 140.
Wow.
140 people. So
But we're special. Not everybody's doing all that we're doing. Right?
I said that our total group is 140 people. You know, we have 50 feet, and then we have another 90. And it will be like 110 marathoners, runners in our group.
So be ready.
Yeah.
But not everybody's doing everything that we're doing.
No.
Yeah, no.
No, you're the special one.
Juan, you know you're special.
You're the special one.
Thank you.
All are special, but
Uh-oh.
yeah. So
Where are the rest of them?
I know. Thank you.
Where do you guys want me to put them?
Right here.
Same place?
oh, this to go.
I guess. Those of you who want can take a photo.
Yeah. So we will arrive to Dallas Airport, and we'll have a layover of 3 hours, 2.5. Yeah, from 7:30 to like 3 hours. With 3 hours. And then we have 17 hours flight.
Woo!
So be ready, sleep well, eat, rotate, watch movie,
Bring a book.
read a book. So you have time to.
The airplane is comfortable. Is those economy like you can just like this?
You can. Yeah. So we have it's economy. But we have a blog. We send all the information to you with the seats. The seats are already assigned to all of you. If you want to change seats, this is possible, but it will be an extra charge from the airline.
To be with to the agency directly.
Directly. But no, you can tell us if you want to change, and then we tell them if there's a space available.
Maybe
But
you should tell them how much extra it is.
it's $60.
Oh.
Just if you want to change. But if you want to do upgrade, that's another thing. So, but if you want to move seats, for example, you want to move forward, or if you want to do any change, it's possible. Yeah. But if you want to do upgrade, there's another amount. We'll be arriving on Thursday at 6:55 a.m. and we will have a bus waiting for the group. So we will come all together, 35. So we will be arriving to the hotel like 8:20, 8:30, prox. So I'll be there waiting for you in the hotel and to do the check-in and all that stuff. So
You had said earlier that the rooms would be available when we arrive.
it haven't changed.
Okay.
We are trying to them to give us the rooms as soon as possible, but I will let you know, and I'll be there. I will try to fight for to get the rooms, but at this moment it's not confirmed.
And let's say we survive 17 hours and we have strength to walk. Our luggage, we can just leave it
You
there.
you can you can leave, and actually they have an space, but I don't know if they have an space, and you can take a shower. They have like a lounge that you can have water and you can take coffee. Yeah, so yeah, yeah, that's it possible, and then you have a free day. Yes, if you wanna do something on Thursday, you have the free day to discover the city. It's not 30 minutes, 35 minutes. It's not far. In 35 minutes. And the hotel we will stay in a Marriott hotel. Very good location, just 2 blocks from the Sydney Harbor Bridge. All main landmarks are there. You have the opera, 10 minutes walk. You have the Sydney Harbor Bridge, 10, 15-minute walks. And then you have shopping, restaurants, everything close to the hotel. Then on Friday, we will start our marathon weekend. First, we will do our traditional shakeout run. Right, we will.
Sorry, do we have dinner on Thursday night, or is that on our own?
That's on your own. Yeah, it's on your own. Yeah. Then on Friday, we will have our shakeout run at 7:30 a.m. It's very good just to feel. We will go to the opera to see the finish line and see the finish area. Right, it's 10 minutes from the hotel, 5 minutes walk and run. And we do a 30 minutes run. So we'll go there, we take a big picture. We'll be all the group. So I hope to have more than 100 runners in this special picture. And then you can have your own picture too. Yeah. So, and then we expect to finish at like 8:30 a.m. So you can we come back to the hotel. You can have breakfast. Breakfast is included. We have a salon. How do you say that? Salon. A room. We have a room.
Conference room?
Yeah, a conference room for the breakfast. It's a buffet breakfast, so we have everything there. I hope the breakfast is could be better than the party's breakfast.
Oh, wow, that's hard to beat.
Yeah, it was good, right? And then at 11 we will go to we will go to the expo. We will have a private bus. We have a bus for the feed group, and then we have another 3 buses for the other part of the group. And we should be until in the expo until 1:30.
Okay.
Yeah, so between 11:30 to 1:30 we should be spending some time in the expo. Somebody want to do shopping or take pictures, so we have some times there. And then at 11:30 we should take the bus. The bus, we have a drop-off and a pickup area in the expo, special for tour operators. So we will drop off there, and then we will decide on a meeting point to come back to the hotel at 11:30. So we should be back at 1:30. So we should be back at 2 or around 2 in the hotel. So and then you have some time to explore. But then we have at 5:30 or 5:15 we have a cruise. Yeah, we have the harbor cruise, 2 hours, departing from the Sydney Harbor, just 2 blocks from the hotel. So we meet together in the hotel in the lobby, and we go by walk to take the dinner cruise. But
This is Friday, right?
this is Friday. But it's not is then it's include. We have 2 beverage include. It's a cocktail and a local beverage including, and then we have shareables during the cruise, right, until 7:30. So, and then 7:30, if you want to have dinner, if you want to go out, you have free time to keep exploring the city, right? Then on Saturday, there's the 5K. There are a couple of us that are going to do the 5K.
Who's doing the 5K on Saturday? All right, good girl.
Good.
Oh, we do have some, right?
Yeah, we have some. I think like 10. So it's and then we move. We have our city tour on Saturday too. So we move the time so all of you can go to the city tour. So the city tour will start at 10 a.m. and will be 4-hour city tour, and we will discover the main landmarks of Sydney.
Will the city tour take us along any of the marathon route?
You will have some Hyde Park, but it won't be on that. But you will see some part of the course. Yeah. They will take you to Bondi Beach. That is the most popular beach there. Then you will go. Then you will go to main landmarks in downtown. So it's pretty good. So we'll finish at 2, the city tour. After that, then we have at 9 the pasta dinner. We have a room with a pasta buffet for our group. Huh?
9 p.m.?
No. 6:30 p.m.
That's better.
I say 9. I say.
Said at night. And she's
Oh,
like,
All right.
Another number.
All right. No, it will be at 6:30 p.m.
Okay.
6:30 p.m. will be our pasta dinner. So we have buffet, and we have there are some special us just those vegetables, and so we include that.
We got you, baby, we
so we
got
can-
you.
Yeah, so that's include, and then race day on Sunday. Yeah, very early in the morning we have a breakfast. The hotel we open the breakfast from 4 from 4 a.m. So you will have some time to have the breakfast. Yeah, so for runners, so that's great for you, all of you. And then we should meet at 4:45 a.m. in the lobby to go by train to the Star Line. Yeah, that's the only way to get there. So the train station is 10 minutes walk, and it's just two stops. So it's like less than it's very easy to get there. Yeah.
And regardless where you're starting or what time you're starting, we're all living together at the same time.
Yeah, we are living together at the same time. It's better to get there. With the group, you will spend some time finding your son. So if anybody wants to go later, it can do it on their own. So will be other runners in the hotel too. So
So is it true that you don't need to pay for the train if you have a bib number?
no, you don't have to pay. It's free. It's free.
One thing I read, Victor, please confirm if this is correct. For anybody who wants to check in dry clothes for afterwards, that dry clothes, it needs to be brought to the expo, correct?
That's correct.
Not the Star Line.
That's correct.
So plan on bringing if you are gonna change afterwards, plan on bringing your dry stuff to the expo the day before.
There's no bag drop in the morning.
Into the microphone?
That's correct. How do you call that?
Bag drop.
Your backdrop.
The backdrop. The backdrop is in the expo. Won't be the race day. So if you wanna take your bag or you wanna take something, you have to do it when we go to the expo, or you can come back any other day until Saturday to drop your bag. But no, it's not allowed on the race day to do that drop back.
Do a bag that you have to use? Or do they
They will give you
give it to you at the expo,
at the expo.
and then you put your stuff in it, and then you drop it?
That's correct. That's what we did. That what we did last year. They have like a space, and then you go with your bag, and they give you a special bag, and you do it there. Yeah. So. What else?
Sorry, we were going back to race day, the train.
Oh, the train is free. The train is free for runners. So there are a couple that are gonna run 10K. 10K start at 8:30 a.m. You have two options. You can come with us and wait 3 hours there. That is not the best one. Or you can go on your own. It's very easy. I'm gonna try. I'm not gonna run, but I will go with a group until the start line, and then I will come back to the hotel because there's my cheers point. My cheer point. The race goes in front of the hotel, so there's the cheers point.
Nobody takes any,
No.
anything. No, you cannot stay at the hotel.
Yeah.
That is not an option. You have to keep going. He's gonna make sure. That
Yeah, I'm
you
gonna
don't
shush. No way.
Go back to sleep.
But there is a train station here.
Right in the hotel.
Yeah.
What mile is that, Victor?
6.
Oh, okay,
Huh?
that's 10K. Well, that's too
My,
early.
no, mile 10. No, mile 6. 10K, I think.
10K?
Yeah, 10K. It's a mile 6. No, it's not 10 miles. It's mile 6. So it's good. Yeah, so I'm gonna be there. So I'll be back, and if I'm on time, maybe 6:30, I can go with you too. If no, you can follow other runners that. Yeah. So
Question, are you allowed to take running vests during the race? Hydration vests.
let me check. I think they.
Those I think, I'm not sure that will.
I don't.
I think there was a rule about that there.
There's not a. I didn't see anything, anybody, but I will double check.
Okay. Second question is, how frequent are the water stops?
Water
Yeah, how close? Every 2 miles, every 3 miles?
every 3 miles, every 5 kilometer. Actually, I have it here. Yeah, in that. Yeah, every 5 you have. I have it here. I will tell you. Here is electrolytes were located at 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, every 5 kilometers, every 3 miles, you have electrolyte.
What kind of electrolytes are they using?
They have, I don't know the brand.
Okay,
I don't have the brand.
it'll be on the way. Good to know, because if you get a try to renew,
I don't remember. They gave you.
Go to their website.
it'll be on the
I,
website.
they gave us. I don't remember. It was a local. It was a local one. Yeah. But it works. I'm alive.
Marcella, what do we know from our training about trying something new on race day?
Thank you, Frank. Everybody bring your own stuff. Please do not rely on the stuff on the course. Whatever it is, your powder, whatever you've been using to your training, this should be relevant. But it's good to know.
If they had the same one I had, then that'd be fine.
But you know, but they will have water every maybe 2 kilometers because they have in the map. In the map, you can see the electrolyte stations and water stations. So you have electrolyte and water, and then you have in the middle, you have water stations.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can see it in the map.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I know that Australia is notorious for prohibiting items, for you to bring items with you. So if we want to bring our own stuff, I think that's a big no-no. I don't know what you think about that. I've seen a lot of shows where they confiscate.
Well, it depends. So if you take goo, you put it in your bag. Well, I did it and no problem.
Okay.
Or you're talking about a customs thing.
Right.
Just prescription drugs are an issue, but talk to me about that. Oh, really? I mean, things that we normally use.
That's for the after party.
It's to keep my heart going, Hector.
Yeah, how about
supplements, yeah, like vitamin D, vitamin C, all that stuff, can we take it with us, or that's also?
Bring it in the bottles that you get your stuff in. All your prescription meds need to be in the bottles with the label on it. And, I only did that, I didn't get letters from my doctor, but some people also get letters from their doctor.
Yeah.
But don't, like, at home, I put my meds, like my dad used to do, you know, pill count and stuff. But now, bring it in the original bottle that you got it in.
Yeah.
If you read the
And
paperwork.
if you have a big bottle and you go to a local pharmacy, they can give you a smaller, bottle, and they'll make a label to put on it for you too.
It turned out it was a nothing when we got into Australia, but reading the stuff ahead of time, we had all of our drugs in their own bottles and, you know, all that stuff.
And you just declare everything, you know,
Yep.
just declare everything and you're not gonna have a problem. But don't bring fresh fruit in or you know, don't bring in, we have an apple store in New Mexico. You don't wanna do that, and
It
you're
was
going
her.
into these countries.
And I got in
And
trouble.
packaged foods are okay.
No. No. All right, and then you will have goo in kilometer 20 and 30. So they will have, you will have an option just in case. So, any other question about the course?
Is it gonna be hilly?
Well, let's finish with the tour and then we will get to.
You wanna talk about the race?
No, well, we can finish with the tours and then we can give some tips and on that. Okay?
Okay.
Any idea the shade, like after 7 or 8 a.m., like what kind of shade you got? No shade at all, like
Where's your-
Shade on the course?
Yeah, sì, hai sombra.
Don't count on it.
Yeah.
Because you're going, part of the course, you know, you're going down the Harbor Bridge, you're going on, one part of it's a ramp, you're going through a park, but it's kind of open, remember, it's winter there. So even if it was, you're not gonna have shade, it's wide open boulevard, so, you know, don't count shade.
Count on cool weather.
Because you can give you can give your tips if
Pardon me?
you can give the tips if you want to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Let's do it now.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kathy.
Yeah.
Kathy, step around to the microphone, please.
Yeah, my voice is not very good anymore. I have comments about a lot of other things too, having traveled there that I'll share later, but in terms of the expo, it's not the biggest expo you've been to, but it's also not the smallest expo. But like Marcella said before, I never travel to any race without bringing my own nutrition and my own. I carry. I run with Tailwind. I can't use Powerade and Gatorade and stuff like that. My system doesn't. So I always have to bring my own stuff. So I always bring my own of all of that and don't count on what an expo has in case they're not carrying the specific brands that you carry.
That's why we're here today, and that's why there's a 15% off on the stuff.
Steve, thanks you.
And ASICS is the distributor for the gear there. ASICS does not have the best reputation for its clothing at expos. Tokyo is a total disaster. Sydney was a little bit better, but just by a tiny bit. Did they have you pre-order stuff this year? Okay, well, that's good. Their sizing is, because it's not American sizing necessarily, it might be sizing for Asia, or it could be sizing for Europe, and they're all not the same. So when you get your stuff, when you get into the ASICS area, try on your stuff right away and make sure it fits. Now, we first went to the expo on Thursday. I ended up getting sick and being in their version of the EMT thing, so I didn't get to do the expo on Thursday. We went on Friday, and I picked up my bag. This is the jacket that they gave us.
Well, they gave it to you, or that's what you bought?
Oh, this is the one I bought.
No,
I mean, I ordered it.
You're talking about race gear, you're talking about buying stuff.
I ordered this ahead.
Okay.
Now, I love the jacket, really, but it's not a race jacket. It's got a, this is neither here nor there. It's got like a fleece lining in it, and it's great for cool weather, but you would never wear this running. So I don't know if they changed something this year or not, but I really do like the jacket. But anyways, my point is, whatever it is you ordered, try it on right away and make sure it fits, and then hope that you can replace it. They will, at least last year they told me, because I brought my shirt was a little small, because I ordered a small thinking the sizing was the same, but it wasn't, so I wanted a medium. But they had very little at the expo on Friday, 1 o'clock-ish. Unlike Tokyo, they were replacing some items, but it wasn't like going to the Chicago, New York, or London marathons in terms of the supply of gear from the ASICS distributor. It would be nice if they learned a lesson and improved that for this next year. But they're do you guys do Tokyo?
Yeah.
So you know what a disaster that expo
Yeah,
is.
it's that
This was
thing.
better than Tokyo, but not a lot better. So do your ASIC stuff like right away. And you know, usually the expos, they get you through there first anyway. So, but try the stuff on, and if you need to exchange, try to exchange. And you know, the Abbott will have a booth if you're interested in the star stuff, or you're doing your stars. Anyways, the rest of the expo is pretty much, you know, what you would be used to anyplace else. You're going right back on the bus. So I was going to tell you there's a lot of restaurants in the Darling Harbor area, but it's not going to be an issue for you. Okay, so race day. Because you're doing your drop bags, your gear check at the expo, you're going to have to be prepared to bring throwaway stuff for the race. Now, in terms of weather, I ran it last fall, and our start was like mid-40s, maybe?
Yeah, it was cold.
And 25, 30-mile-an-hour winds.
Yeah, it was cold.
So it was, before the start, it was bitter cold. Now, I was very fortunate because I was running in the age group championships, and we were allowed to do our drop bag. We actually had a nice setup in the oval, the cricket oval.
You were inside the stadium.
We were inside the oval. We had our own bathrooms, and we had our own bag drop and stuff, so it was very nice for me. That said, you can't like just, even me, I couldn't just wear my clothes and then drop the bag and run. There's a bit of time. So the weather was very cold the day of my race. My race was on September the 15th, and it had not been 30-mile-an-hour winds the day before. So my point is, watch your weather carefully, and my suggestion is when I travel for any race, I bring clothing for warmish weather, cold weather, real cold weather, and rain, because you never know what's going to happen. But anyways, so going back to the gear check business, you're going to be checking your stuff for after the race. You're going to want that to be warm, because if it's cold before the race, it's also going to be cold after the race. So you want nice warm stuff in there. And then before race, you're just going to be throwaway stuff. And do you guys know about contractors' bags? I brought a good
Did you really?
We love you, Kathy.
Because, you know, in South Florida, we do plastic bags before races,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Hold on a second. Down at the bottom. Okay.
I can tell them what it is. There you go.
These are like heavy-duty plastic bags, and they will keep you warmer. What I do, if you cut a little hole here, you cut a little hole here, and I always cut a slit here so that as I want to shed it, I can rip it. Don't do what I did. I have a disease, I cannot get cold. I wore my bag at the beginning of the race and figured I would dump it, which I've done before in cold races. However, at Sydney, shortly after you get started, you have a nice downhill before you go on the bridge, and all the photographers are there. So I'm in all my glory. in my plastic bag. So, anyways, the start area, I don't know if they're making changes for this year. We started right after the elites. So we were the very first runners after the really fast runners. We actually had to run to the start line. Were you there for the others?
Yeah.
Did they have to run too?
Yeah.
Okay, so we actually had to run to the start line. So just be prepared for that. It'll be a little bit of a warm up before you cross the line. And it's a pretty short distance before you'll start downhill and then go over the Harbor Bridge. And I mean, the views from the Harbor Bridge are just wonderful. You know, you can see the Opera House, you see all the high rises. That are in downtown Sydney, the stuff around by the Rocks, which is an area of Sydney I can tell you about later. So it's great view. And then you're going to go down, and then the rest of the trip you're on 2-lane roads. You're on, I think we did a ramp that came around. I think we saw the Harbor Bridge again after we did the ramp somewhere in there.
We did Darling Harbor and then come back.
Yeah.
And then we go down the Harbor Bridge.
Yeah.
You can see that. You can see the opera. The
So
right side.
that beginning part is nice, and I remember going under a tunnel. Now there's something about the roads in Sydney. They're not the best roads, but they're also not the worst roads. Like Tokyo is like pristine roads. But the funny thing with Sydney that you're going to need to be careful about is. Because I have issues with my body, I tend to run in the middle of the road typically. I don't run on the paint because it's got a different feel. But in Sydney, the middle of the road with the stripe on it, that stripe is over like a half an inch or an inch of asphalt that's raised. Now, the first time I stepped on one of those, I almost rolled my ankle. So be careful of those stripes. So they don't come back and bite you. I remember I ran through a park, and the park, that's part of where they took out some of the hills, I think, in there. And then there's like a boulevard. There's a really wide boulevard, like 6 lanes wide kind of a deal. So you can pick wherever you want to ever run on that. So that was pretty good. Then as you're getting towards the end, as soon as you, I can't remember what that building was.
Like you go out of downtown to this park and then come back to downtown.
Yeah, you're going on both sides of the Sydney Harbor, but on your way back, I remember the specific building, but I don't remember exactly what it was. But anyways, you enter the botanical garden area.
Conservatory.
Pardon me?
Conservatory of Music building.
Maybe. It was kind of distinctive looking building, I remember.
It's that one.
And a little bit after that, you enter the botanical gardens. And even when we were there was shade. There was some shade in there because they had evergreen trees. And you're running across and it's pretty flat in that, relatively flat in that section. And you're running across a different side of, different section of the harbor there. So it's kind of cool. And then you turn the corner at the north end, and up you go.
That was Victor's top secret.
So you're kind of going up the one side of the botanical gardens where it's kind of flat. You turn the corner and you're on the other side of the botanical gardens going back. Only you're like a wholly different elevation. And that's at about mile 25-ish.
25. Mile 25.
About mile 25.
Kilometer 40.
40. Yeah, from 40 to.
Yeah, so right in there. But then you're going to turn a corner a short distance, and then you're going to have a wonderful downhill finish. And you can see the Sydney Opera House at the end. There's tons of people lining the road, because some of the big hotels are right in that stretch of road, too, before you actually go in the road. And people are sitting on the steps of the Sydney Harbor Bridge. So it's the most beautiful finish you're ever going to see. Now, I cannot speak to the exit part so much because for the age group, we had our own finish area we had food and whatnot. I had to walk quite a distance. But regardless, you're going to be walking quite a distance afterwards to get out of the park.
We have to get inside the park.
Yeah.
We have to get inside, and then, but it's not too much where we have to walk.
It's kind of like New Yorkish, isn't it? When the
I think it's much. It's less than New York.
yeah.
So because you get into the park, and then you go out to the main street,
Yeah.
and it could be after that 10 minutes walk to our hotel.
I think you were past all of that to your place.
Yeah, I had to go all the way around. It was more of a schlep for me. But you're gonna, like I said before, if the weather is cold, you're gonna want to have warm clothing in there because you're at that point you're gonna stop riding and your shirts are gonna get wet. You're gonna be wet
And
and
you're on the water, so if there's wind, you're gonna feel
yeah, the wind. Oh, the wind. There was something else I wanted to tell you about. Hold on a second. With the roads. Porta potties. Now, I don't recall seeing anything before 10K. If there was a 5K one, I missed it. But I definitely needed something at the 10K mark. And at the 10K area, it was very nice. It was a really nice residential area along the water there. And I remember turning a corner and I saw porta potties, but the fencing was right in front of them. Like they forgot to come along and open that fencing off. But right next to it was a beautiful little building that's all wonderful, nice little clean bathrooms. So I took advantage of those. But eventually more people came and they moved the things and the porta potties were right there. But yeah, the water stations are not as close together as we're used to here. So be careful. You want to be careful with that with your hydration if you rely on those.
The first one is at the mile 3.
Pardon me?
The first drink station.
See, I totally missed it.
Yeah, it's kilometer 5.
I never saw it. In terms of the hills, they've taken out some of the hills, so that's going to make it nicer for you. But you know what? My view was I felt I had a terrible race that day. It had nothing to do with my running. I had GI issues and I had a foot problem that had never happened to me before, so I had to keep stopping. So your time goes when that happens. But I felt with my training plan and the hill work I had done that I was very well prepared. And so if you've been doing the Vista work and you've been doing the bridge work and you did Key Biscayne, don't sweat the hills. If you need to, walk up the hills, run the flats. A lot of them are just little rolling hills, and actually my body likes those better because it changes the impact on your feet and your body when you're running. So enjoy that.
Enjoy the hills.
Yeah, and embrace the hills and just go for it. And
respect the hill.
the bigger hills, just don't look up. You look straight in front of you, and you'll be happy when you get to the top.
I think for me, looking at it, the worst hill was maybe getting up to the Sydney Bridge somewhere early, and it was about the equivalent of 17th Street. It was
Yeah,
nothing-
the beginning is a bit of a blur for me. I remember the downhill part, and then you're going up the bridge. But anyways, do your I may have some other comments to add later about as a tourist, some of the things that came in that I thought were helpful.
Thank you, Kathy. Woo, let's hear it for Kathy. Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. All right.
Enjoy the hills.
That's right.
No, these
Yeah.
are like Vermont hills, they said,
No.
right?
But
Nothing at all like
there's not like hills like Boston or New York. Somebody.
not like Heartbreak Hill.
No, it's not like Boston or New York. I think the hills, maybe the last one, could be the worst.
Well, it's just because of where it is.
Yeah, but most of them they are not too deep and long, so it's like rolling. You go, so you can enjoy those hills. Irritate, have fun, appreciate the landmarks, especially when you're getting to the bridge at the beginning. Yeah, it's beautiful. The view of when you're getting to the bridge, and then you see the opera at the left side with the bay and the skyline. I see. So
There's not gonna be anybody come and drag you out of the race like in Tokyo. They pull you out.
no, I don't think so. They are more welcoming, flexible.
Victor was told that when you're running the race on the bridge, they're actually running where the traffic is. And the traffic is lower than the side of the bridge. So you gotta be like an 8-foot tall to see the opera house from here. Is that true?
No, no, no. You can.
So I don't see it right there.
No. You can see it. It's nice, and that bridge is very easy to run.
Well, I ran the bridge on the side already, but that's not where the traffic is. It gets lower.
Yeah.
But
Because the ground on the side of the bridge is already high.
yes.
It's elevated, I mean, it's a drop down to the water, but you're already high, so the bridge isn't a big deal.
Yeah.
No, Mike's
But
talking
the
about
views from there are amazing.
where you run, he heard it was so low you can't see out.
Because it's
Oh,
a
no,
road.
I saw
Going on
out.
the road, actually.
I saw out, I
No,
never.
Kathy said she had no problem
Okay,
seeing.
well, that's good.
And I don't see anything. I mean, I missed the cutty stalk in London.
Yeah, she
And then
went
I-
around the study
Me
side
too.
and never saw it.
Me too.
You do?
Me too.
Shit.
Me too. I miss it. The first time in 2019 that I run,
Yeah?
I miss it.
Oh,
I was running like this.
How could you miss that big damn stuff?
Did you see that big ship? Somebody asked me for it.
Yeah.
I said no. Where?
Yeah, no.
So
Yeah, no.
that's a great tip, everybody. Look around and embrace the scenery and everything else. Don't be so focused on the
Yeah.
on the road.
They are really nice place in.
It's Sydney, so
I'm not
you
gonna
gotta.
get the
You can do it.
Oh, really?
It's a really nice course. You will like
Smell
it.
the- smell the coffee. You know what I mean the flowers, whatever.
And unfortunately, I won't run this year, but I will take care of you. I'll be in front of the hotel, waiting for you.
In your lounge chair with your little
Yeah,
drink
with my beer. I will be with my beer. Well, so and then at night we will have our post-race reception or post-race party in the bar of the hotel. It's a custom house bar. It's a local bar, so we will have Australian barbecue with some beers, just to be sure to take your medals.
And your features for the race, people.
Right. So, and I hope all the complete group, will be in the party. So.
Victor, from finish line to the hotel, everyone's on their own because they finish when they finish.
Yeah, they'll be on their own. We will try to be there in the finish area, waiting for our runners, and then helping them to get back to the hotel. So, but they will do it by their own. So you don't have to wait too much. 15 minutes.
Listen, that's gonna feel great. That's your recovery walk. It's gonna feel great afterwards.
It's easier than New York, I think. Easier than Chicago. Well, depend on when you're staying, but it's easier than New York. I think it's good. You won't have problem. You won't feel that walk.
Is the Marriott in the Rocks area? Is it
It,
there?
no, it's more. It's not in the rock. It's like in the middle.
Oh,
It's-
okay.
Yeah, you know where the tram station
Yeah.
in the Sydney Harbor?
Yeah.
Just 2 blocks.
Okay.
Ah, okay.
Just 2 blocks. And there are 2 ways to get to the hotel.
That's,
You know.
that's even closer to the finish as far as that walk.
Yeah, it's called. Do you know where the Intercontinental Hotel is? Well, you can go just 3 blocks from the Intercontinental is our hotel. Have you been in Sydney?
Yeah,
You-
I was with her when she ran it.
Okay. Ah,
Too slow to do Sydney.
okay. Good. Yeah, so we have a good location. It's a very good location.
That's a very
And
nice
a little bit
location.
further in the Rocks area, there's a great pancake restaurant for breakfast, after
Yeah,
breakfast or lunch after the
Did you stay in the Rocks area?
Technically, we were in the Rocks, but we were a little bit further.
We were like
away
3 stops on the
bridge.
train down to get to the harbor.
And there's a tram that went right by.
Yeah, it's the
George
fir-
Street or something.
Yeah,
right there.
it's the Four Seasons, and then you have another.
We were in the hotel with the pool that hangs out the side of the hotel.
We were in
34 times.
a Aegina apartment hotel,
Okay.
so it's a little bit further. It's technically the Rocks, but kind of more on the
Yeah.
edge.
Yeah. Good.
So we have the victory party, and then
And then on Monday,
woohoo,
we have a a long day. We'll go to the Blue Mountains. We go to the Blue Mountains from 9:30 to 5 p.m. Yeah, so but you'll have fun. You'll have a good. That's that.
Recovery hike.
Who said
Massage. That's one of the most popular places in Sydney. When you are there, you have to go to Blue Mountain, and hopefully we're gonna see some koalas and kangaroos, and there's a nice view. So it's gonna be a nice trip. So be sure not drinking too much the night before. No, I don't think so. You can come back if you can come back if you want. Or if you wanna get in, you have 20 minutes. You can go, you can swim and come back.
Recovery swim. 20 minutes. Oh, Tuesday. Okay.
Yeah,
So Monday night, are we on for dinner?
yeah. You go on your own. 5 p.m. we'll be at the hotel, and then you have the free night to enjoy.
And then Tuesday, ba-da-dum-bum-bum.
Tuesday, then there's a group that is coming back home. There will be a bus that will be taking you to the hotel, to the airport. I think the group that is coming back, they have to be in the airport at 9 a.m. The flight is at 12. And then we have another big group that is going to New Zealand, to Auckland. We are 20, 25, 25, 30? 30?
30.
Yeah.
All right.
So we are going to New Zealand. We will have a bus that will pick up us in the airport. We take us to the hotel. We have like a free afternoon, and then we have a dinner in the tower that is included. We will go by walk from the hotel. We'll meet in the lobby, and then we will go to our dinner. It's no dress code, but it's a dinner, so we can go
Casual.
casual.
Okay.
And then next day, on Wednesday, we go to the Hobbiton. This is a very popular place. Then we have the Hobbiton with the cave tour. It will be from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. So we have that full day. Be ready. And so we have a full day.
Are we walking through the caves?
Yep. Yep. Yeah, we're gonna walk. We're gonna do the cave tour, and we're gonna walk to Waitomo. And then the lunch is included in the trip too. In New Zealand, we'll stay in a Fable Hotel. It's a 5-star, good location near to the harbor. So we'll be the location is similar than the Marriott in Sydney. They have like a downtown, a harbor with restaurants. So the location is pretty good. On Thursday, we have Coast to Coast Eco Tour. So we will go all the coast in New Zealand. We have lunch included, and we have some stops. So we have a full day on Thursday. And then on Friday, end of the trip, we have to come back. We have a bus that will take us to the airport early in the morning. We have to be in the airport like 4 a.m.
Oh. No sleeping at
No,
It says 3
yeah.
a.m.
The flight departs 6 a.m. Yeah, so we have to wake up early, and we will get to Fort Lauderdale at 10:23 p.m. But we're gonna do Sydney, Melbourne, Dallas, and then Dallas here. So we have two stops. Two stops. And I will go with you to New Zealand. Victor's coming back with the group on Tuesday. He's coming back to Fort Lauderdale, and I will go with you to New Zealand. And I will do all the tour with you. I will share with you there. So if you need help or there's something, I'll be there. All everything, all the tours, all the buses, all of that is already booked. So you just have to get in and get out and enjoy and enjoy. And I'm from New Zealand. I will let you in the airport. Okay, you will come back because I have to go to Sydney and then go to LA because we have another event on September, and that weekend of September 7th is the Disneyland half marathon Halloween weekend. And then we have a group there, so I will go from New Zealand. I'll go Sydney and Sydney, LA, and I have to be in LA. Yeah, and Victor Jr. his birthday is on September 7th. So we have to spend all the birthday with him too. So yeah, so Marcela will be in charge of you. Have, have a good luck.
Carry you off the plane is 30,000 feet.
Good luck, people.
We will find another people. We'll find another tour leader.
Yeah, I was gonna say Greg, but he's not gonna be there because you're gonna travel along.
Yeah, I'm going to be escaping at that point.
So maybe we'll appoint Leon.
Greg said, I'm not waking up at 4 a.m. to go anyplace.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Yeah. So well, this is what we have. I think we cover everything. I don't know if you have any other question.
Two things. One of them is packing tips. So what kind of so it's gonna be cold, so layers.
It's gonna be cold, but we're gonna send you a checklist.
Oh, okay, great.
We will send you a checklist with everything you need for tourists and for the race. For race day, for training. So basically, be prepared for the race day. As she said, it's going. I don't know. It's gonna be cold, but it's always good to be ready in the morning because you have to wait to take clothes and you can throw. But we will send you a checklist with all the information and all what you need for packing.
Wonderful. Thank you so
Yeah,
much. And
yeah.
then the last thing is insurance.
Insurance, we send you some options for insurance. There are trip insurance that is complete, that is more expensive, and there are medical insurance. So it depends of what you want to cover. We send you some options. But here, somebody shared me a good option too that I will be sharing with you.
Okay, great.
Yeah, Joe, he
My insurance company is United Healthcare. They offer travel insurance, UHCSafeTrip.com. You don't have to be a member to get it.
Oh.
And I'm staying a little longer in New Zealand, but for 3 weeks, I think the insurance for me for just medical was like $90 for all 3 weeks, and it covered a lot. It's not like if you get sick or something. It's more for if you get like really sick or you have to be airlifted out or stuff like that. More than really hardcore medical. But it was rather cheap. Now, if you want to include cancellation insurance, that's where it got really expensive.
yeah, it's expensive when
Or
you
just
go.
straight medical insurance. I would check it out. You can just go out to the website and ask for a quote, and just no big deal. I think it's pretty good.
Thank you. And then you guys had another option?
Yeah. Well, I got the information from Greg.
Oh, I used Berkshire Hathaway. It's a website called Squaremouth, SQUAREMOUTH.com. And they have I think it was their top 10 travel insurance companies. And as Mike mentioned before, you can get quotes, online quotes very quickly, so you can know what the cost is before you invest.
That sounds great. So can you guys please share that information on the chat so there's
let me add a caveat to that. You need to make sure that whatever insurance you get covers you because you're going over and participating in a recreational event in a marathon. And a lot of the carriers will exclude your coverage if that's what you're doing on your trip.
United Healthcare had an option for.
I don't know about
sports.
healthcare.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's talking about
They did have
travel.
I'm talking about trip insurance, because when we were first looking, for Berlin, I guess it was, I just was gonna sign up with the same coverage, same group that we got our coverage for our previous trip to Europe where we weren't racing. And, in our conversation, you know, it said about going over to the Berlin Marathon, and that's where I learned, he told me, most of the carriers will not cover you if you're participating in an event. So I called, no offense, Marathon Tours and asked
They're
them
a friend of mine.
who they got their insurance, because everybody traveling was traveling for a marathon. And they wouldn't cover me if I was in the lead. I said, no problem. But in marathon, it was Travel Guard, and I think there's another one called something or other, Nomads, will definitely cover
Well,
you.
the ones that you have, I'm sure,
Yeah.
covered.
Yeah, that's why it's more expensive.
The big reason you need insurance is for if something happens to you, you need to get flown home. That's the big deal, because it could cost you $150 grand to have a flight home if something serious
Like
happens
when
to
I
you.
did Kilimanjaro, I said, please call a helicopter, get me out of here.
Yeah.
There's no helicopters.
And your own health insurance may well cover I don't know if it's gonna cover that flight, but your own health insurance may cover your medical stuff, but the trip insurance is the.
Yeah, trip insurance, they will cover sports, it will but it's more expensive. So that's what we recommend. And we have been working with airlines, and we try to recommend the full one that cover everything, but it's up to each one. If they don't just want to get the medical or.
Okay,
Yeah,
thank you. Does anybody have any questions? Anything else to add?
Yeah, one thing, I'm not sure all the airlines that you're traveling on, but if you're traveling on anything other than American and United and Delta, make sure you look at, and you might have covered this already, look at the size and weight requirements.
Even for your carry-on.
Not only most of them are okay with the 50 pounds and a 29-inch suitcase if you're bringing one of those. But carry-ons your maximum might be 15 pounds, and a typical U.S. suitcase is like 7 or 8. So you want to look at that, and some of them also have limitations on your personal bag. And unlike our U.S. carriers, a lot of those actually they weigh you and measure you. So check whatever airlines that you're going on, look at that really carefully so that you don't get yourself stuck having to pay $100 to check a bag at the gate.
So you'll send us the info on that?
Yeah, I'm sure that.
And you
Yeah,
guys
we were working with American and then Qantas. Qantas is an Australian airline that is joined with American, and it's a very good airline. So
Thank you. And then the other thing too, when you're packing, guys, your shoes, your marathon stuff, carry on, just in case something happens to the check-in bag. You don't want to have to be buying any new shoes over there or whatever, your favorite race, your favorite big shirt, and So make sure that you pack your running stuff on your carry-on. Bring it with you. Yes.
And again, because of the weather possibility, make sure you've got an outer rain jacket of some type that you can wear, and waterproof shoes or hiking boots, like you're going in the Blue Mountains if it's raining, or New Zealand. They actually had snow in some sections. We were in New Zealand. We were there in October. We were there for 12 days, but later in October. So just think about, if you're going to be out in cold and wet weather, a little plastic poncho is not going to keep you warm. So have like a waterproof outer layer and waterproof boots or shoes. And New Zealand will actually check the bottom of your shoes when you go in, because they're very eco-conscious there. So we made sure in the hotel, because we went to the Blue Mountains and everything. We
Good.
cleaned out our
I
hiking
went to the
boots
zoo.
and got all the dirt out of them and stuff. Because there's multiple layers of people checking. New Zealand's tougher than Australia.
Yeah.
Make sure your bottoms of your shoes are really clean.
Good. Thank you.
Crazy
Thank-
rules we don't have to worry about here, but.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Very
Except for
eco-conscious.
Except for apples.
Any other question?
Don't fly with an
Are
apple.
we all good?
If you're gonna pack, like electronics, like hair curlers or dryers, make sure that they're 240 volt. 110 won't work.
Just
Oh,
use
yeah.
theirs.
You'll burn them up. Ask me how I know that.
And it's a different plug also.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, but the adapter won't convert the 110 to 240. You have to have a 240 rated curling iron or beer dryer or strainer or
Yeah.
something.
The hotels
T-
all
t-
have
take-
that
take
stuff. They don't
note.
have a curling iron.
Cindy,
Well,
take note.
But they'll have hairbrushes and
There's two
shampoos and
kinds
stuff,
of
so don't even bring
Yeah.
electric
Some will
stuff.
convert.
Okay.
You convert 240 down to 1.
Anything else?
It's a
Yes.
transformer.
Exactly.
Right.
When we return from New Zealand, we're arriving here at about midnight.
Yeah.
Right.
10:30.
Yeah.
So, yeah, well, assuming we're on time. So I'm gonna be by myself, and I know that I could get a cab or anything, but I didn't know if anyone wanted to carpool or do something together to get home, just so I wouldn't be by myself.
Yeah. So when we went to Paris last year, we actually met at my house and we rented or contracted a van. Let me look into that and see if that's a possibility, because we could do that too maybe, that we meet in one place, you don't have to pay, I mean. if
Right,
you
although
don't have to-
we're going in a lot of different directions.
Yes,
But we-
exactly. So that's some logistics, let me look into that, but that's good, and yeah, we'll figure it out, if anybody lives closer, we can do that, all right? All good? All right, well, thank you so much, Runners Depot, thank you so much.
Thank you,
guys.
thank you.
We love you, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
We're gonna take one more group picture, and then we
course
have
we are.
pizza, uh-oh. All
Well,
right.
well thank you so much. Thank you again for trusting in us, give us the opportunity, and we will try to do our best for you to enjoy that trip.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.